So yeah, um, I feel just as connected to the gods and the goddesses that I back when I was than how I felt to Jesus when I was Christian, and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. Same person, right? It's the Spirit of God. And so that's why my theory is just, it's all the different gods and goddesses are real because the humans have put so much energy into believing these things and worshipping these things that all the energy being poured out there by communities of people have caused these things to come into existence. So even though they literally do not exist, like Jesus and Yahweh and Satan and Odin, Thor, Loki, Freya, Frigg, Baldur, Cuchulainn, Morrigan, Danu, Anu, Bridget, Caradwin, Hene Nui Te Pō, Tani Mahuta, Tangaro, Papatuanuku, Kalima, Shiva, Krishna. All these beings, they may not literally exist, but they do exist. The power source is there because of all the devotees that each one of these beings have that give them their praise and give them honor. Well, whether they give them praise or not, because some of them don't. I just said my spirit team, and they don't necessarily. Most of them don't necessarily expect me to praise them or worship them. It's just more like an honor and a respect thing. Like Odin, Thor, Frigg, Freya, Loki, Baldur. It's a respect thing. And it's like all their strengths are also weaknesses, but at the same time, it's not a weakness because teamwork makes the dream work. And then when you have a community working together, it's like the weaknesses of each person becomes nullified because they work together, right? And then when that happens, that's like the saying, ehara e te tō takitahi, ngari e te tō takitini. I am not a warrior by myself, but I am a warrior, like amongst the community, and so I think that, I believe that all these deities actually do exist, but it's because of all the energy that communities of groups of people have put out into praising them or worshipping them or respecting them and honoring them, That's how they exist. Because all the gods and goddesses are humans trying to come up with explanations of the universe, the functionings of the universe, and why is the world is. Well, quite frankly, I think the world is the way it is today, or how it has been for a very long time, is because people think us and them and don't realize, oh, well, you know what, if we weren't all fighting over resources, this whole planet is full of resources for everyone to share, right? And it's limitless, and you take care of it. Just keeps, there's all these things that keep reproducing the same resources. So as long as you take care of it, and this whole fighting each other is because of a it's a scarcity mindset, and then the governments and stuff, like, I mean, I pay my tax, and I don't mind being I'd work for them to be security guard because I've adapted. And yeah. But the thing is this: is they wouldn't even be there in the first place if we didn't need protection from outside forces and things like that. And the only reason why there is a first world and a third world is because people fighting over resources. And by the way, tribes have risen and fallen throughout history. Throughout history.